Don't be nervous.
Hey, what is up, guys? We're out here with fellow YouTuber and BMW enthusiast Brandon. He came all the way up from what, Columbus?
From Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio. You might recognize him, but yeah, I guess it was a long drive. How long did it take you to get here?
I made good time. It was probably like 3.5 hours, under 4 hours though. So
yeah, it's a pretty long drive for just to shoot some videos, but it's gonna be good. We're just shooting some videos of his car. We're gonna do some detailing videos later and maybe a comparison video, so it should be a good day. So yeah, let's go. It.
This thing?
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh yeah, I hit that on the way in.
So you're a big BMW enthusiast?
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
You know all about the cars?
I try to.
Then answer me this.
All right, let's hear it.
You've got these knobs that control the temperature.
Oh, I know what you're gonna ask me.
What in the hell does this do?
I'm embarrassed that I don't know. I don't know what that is, and I haven't had the time to look into it, but I hope you know.
I have no idea.
You don't know?
I have no idea.
I put it in the middle because it's been, I assume this is cold and this is hot, right?
Yeah, right.
So now that it's 41 degrees outside, I just put it in the middle because in my mind that makes more sense.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out. I think on your vlog we should reveal the answer.
Someone tell us, please.
Yeah, either comment below and make fun of us, or we will tell you later, or both, right?
Yeah.
I know what everything does except for this, and this does not make sense. Even if this is for the temperature,
right,
that makes no sense.
Then why do you have the dials?
Exactly.
That tell you exactly what the temperature is?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Alright, so we're out here with Brandon. He's got a YouTube channel where he does a lot of car detailing. This is his 335i. It's a 2011, it's a lot cleaner than mine is, but since he's into detailing, I'm gonna have him go over my car and maybe point out some things that are wrong with it, and then he's gonna rate it on a scale of 1 to Larry from Ammo NYC. We'll see what needs some improvement, so yeah, let's see.
Alright, but I was thinking about this as you were saying that. I have a white car, so this isn't really a fair comparison. If you were to put the sun on mine, you will see a little bit, but you're gonna see less just because it's white, where this one is a perfect example of how to find the swirls. But I mean, I noticed that there is swirls. There's some random deep marring from some sort of pebble or rock or, you know, mulch or whatever. But there isn't anything extremely noticeable. You know, you have your little, you know, your little love mark there and a couple of things around it, but it really looks more like, you know, improper washing, improper drying, and that's pretty much it. You know, as you walk around, the rubbers and plastics could use a little bit rejuvenation as they sit outside and they age, and you know, they're bled out by the sun. Sun is a killer thing, so getting a protectant for these is real important as well. But I mean I can definitely do a lot of work on your hood today as far as the paint correction goes, but stuff like this, I mean, someone put something on here. It looks like, you know, someone set something here, or you just had a rock in there in your sponge. But the body itself is good. It's not, you know, the panels look right. It doesn't look like it was in an accident or anything, but black car, they always need work. So I don't see any water spots though, Justin. So the wax you have on it does a pretty good job. It's just a matter of the actual washing. It's a couple water spots, but we'll fix it right up.
What was I gonna say? All the products that we use today will be down in I'll do that. I'll cut that part. It's probably weird that we're just out here filming them.
Hello.
Hello.
Normally having this camera is like incognito. Oh, that's shit. It's like totally shit lighting. Or just like us eating.
Your first time going to Tubby's.
Looks good.
They don't have these in Ohio?
No? Not that I know of.
How is it? Better than Subway?
Definitely better than Subway.
Alright guys, so we're out here with our cars. He's got the 335i, mine's a 330xi. Mine is 5 years older. We're gonna switch cars and we're gonna give some driving impressions on each other's vehicles. This should be pretty interesting. I've never driven any other BMW besides my own, so I'm really interested to see what it feels like. So yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
Alright, so a couple of differences immediately from my car. He's got the M Sport steering wheel, which looks a lot nicer in my opinion. You can see the little logo at the bottom. He also has the M shifter, which is also very nice. This whole thing is kind of making me a little jealous, except the wood. He's got like the bamboo, what is it called?
Bamboo anthracite.
Bamboo anthracite. I have the aluminum, which I actually prefer a little bit. I think that that's the one that most people like, but otherwise it's funny being in here. It almost looks identical to my own car, what I'm used to seeing. So I'm excited to drive this and see how it drives compared to mine. Yeah, it's another difference on mine. I've got the comfort access, so I don't actually have to put the key in, but on his you do, so I'm not used to that.
All right, guys, here we go.
You nervous?
Should I say my prayer right now or what?
Should be okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
I like that sound that it makes, the turbo.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't have that, so
yeah.
That's one big difference right away. We'll see if it makes a big difference with the actual performance driving it. Mm-hmm. Clutch pedal's a little squeaky though.
Yeah, I haven't.
Gotta put some lube or something.
I know, I need some oil on it. When it's, especially without the radio on, it's like.
It's weird, it feels like the power kind of sneaks up on you a little bit with the turbo. I'm not used to that. It's kind of a weird feeling at first.
Like the turbo lag isn't that bad, but there's a turbo and there's a little bit of lag versus not having a turbo at all, I guess.
And it does make a really cool swoosh sound, which is pretty nice.
The air intake helps with that too.
Yeah.
When I put that on, I noticed a big difference. Was that a brake test?
Yeah, I think my brakes are a little bit more firm.
Really?
Yeah, this feels a little...
I might need new brakes soon.
Yeah, that might be it. Another thing that his car has that mine doesn't is the oil temperature gauge. Mine just has that MPG gauge that just flops back and forth. I complained about it in one video and everyone's like, oh, it's classic BMW, you should love that, but honestly I would much rather have something like coolant temperature or oil temperature. That makes a lot more sense to me. Because
at least oil temperature helps you have an idea of maybe if the engine's running hot. I mean, the oil temperature doesn't really tell you that story, but still, it's better than an MPG thing flopping around.
Plus you've got the average MPG right in the center, so it's kind of redundant having both of those gauges.
Right. You know.
I'm gonna give this, there's a pizza guy ahead of us, so I'm gonna give him a little bit of space here. There's no one really behind us, so. Alright, we're in second gear right now.
Yep.
I'm making him nervous on these turns.
No, I mean, it can handle it.
This thing definitely pulls a lot harder than mine.
Yeah. Especially in the higher RPMs, like if you want, you can keep it in third you know, you'll have a little bit more power, you know, keeping the RPM just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, because max torque is fairly low, but you'll feel it.
Yeah, I like this a lot. Mine feels slow actually compared to this.
Turbo.
I think that my springs are stiffer because I have the H&R ones. So his car is actually doing a lot better on these bumps than mine would. Mine is kind of exhausting if you're in it for a long time, just the bumps. But this car, it absorbs the bumps a lot better just because of the stock suspension, which is actually, he's got the M package. So the springs are a little different than what would come on a base 3 Series, but they're still a little bit softer than mine. The squeaky clutch though is making me laugh.
I know.
Gotta do something about that.
I know. Alright, do it in second, because you're gonna...
Yeah.
I'm just... Yeah. Did you go into fifth?
Yeah. I think your gears are a little bit closer than mine.
Yeah. That feel good?
Yeah, it's awesome. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready for this. Alright, so this is your 06
330xi.
330xi.
Yep.
I'm gonna move the seat back just slightly. Clutch is not squeaky. We need to fix that. We need to make it nice and squeaky. This is a really tall shifter though.
Yeah, it is.
I'm already noticing that. 6 gears though. Yeah, mine's way notchier than yours.
Yeah.
I've misshifted like a couple times when I first got it, so
yeah,
that's probably part of the reason. Okay. Anything I should know before I take off?
No. Yeah, just turn right out of here.
Definitely sounds different. Oops. Brakes are definitely touchier.
Yeah, you definitely get used to the brakes in this car. If you drive a different car and then you get in this, you stop like really hard.
I feel like shifting's already easier in this car than in mine. Is that weird? I don't know what it is, if it's just my gear shifter specifically to my car. We're turning right here, right?
Yep.
The weird blinker BMW, the weird BMW blinker is the same. Like people don't like the one that you have to click down and then it...
Yeah. Do you like the sound that it makes?
Well, let's see. As we take off. I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sound, to be honest with you.
It's a lot quieter.
There's no exhaust sound. Does it have an exhaust? It has a stock exhaust, right?
That's right.
Okay. So what's the spec on this? This is just a regular trim 330xi, so it has all-wheel drive.
Yeah, the 330, it came with a lot more options. A lot of people ask what the difference, like the 325, the 330. The 330 came with a lot of this stuff standard, where it would be an option in a lower trim. But it's a 3-liter inline 6, non-turbo. And
how much horsepower? Like,
I think it's 258. I could be wrong, but it's somewhere around 250.
Okay. I mean, it sounds realistic. Mine's BMW claims it's 300, but it's probably closer to 300 at the wheels stock.
Right.
And is there anything, you have the convenience, is that executive package or convenience package? What is
something like that, where you don't have to, you can just keep the key in your pocket and you can unlock the doors and start the car. That's really nice.
Anything else? Any other? You have navigation.
Yeah.
And is this technically iDrive? Is that?
Yeah, it is iDrive. It's like the original iDrive. Yep. Turn right. And it's got the Harman Kardon sound system with the subwoofers under the seat. We were comparing our radios earlier, and the bass is definitely a lot louder in my car with those subwoofers.
Let's do a little acceleration.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. I mean, it moves.
Right.
But with mine, I have sort of the, oh my god, I could fly off this road.
Right.
The all-wheel drive is so cool, guys. You know, the rear wheel drive is fun, and I do prefer it probably.
Yeah.
But this around the turns, I mean, it's hard to complain. You know, it has a lot of grip, and the engine output is definitely manageable as far as power goes. It puts the power down easier. Where mine, I mean, you can chirp the tires pretty easily.
Yeah.
But also I have a tune, so you know, I have maybe 100 more horsepower.
Right.
To be totally honest, going to the rear wheels. Do you have a tune? So let's go over just real quick your modifications for this car. You have the same wheels as me.
Same exact wheels.
VMRs.
They're VMR V710s. In all of our comments or all our videos on YouTube, people always ask what wheels we have. We both have the same wheels. The V710s with the gunmetal color. So
yeah, except for mine are 19s, guys.
Yeah.
So in the pictures that you'll see, I don't know if you'll be able to tell because you know mine's white and it's a coupe,
yeah.
so it's harder to maybe make it to see the difference. But God, these cars are just so fun around the turns. Do you know where peak power is here? I mean, I'm at like 2,800 and it feels good.
Yeah.
But mine kind of like pulls you kind of suddenly.
Right. Yeah.
Like you were in 5th earlier in my car and sitting in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know if you floored it or you put a lot of acceleration down.
Yeah.
You could feel it hooking, you know.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't really think about that when I'm driving it. Yeah, I mean that shifts. Oh, and then we're pretty much here already.
Yeah, it's down a little bit.
Yeah, it does have more power higher up. I like honestly, it shifts better than mine. I feel like it's mine's notchy. I don't know what to say about it, but
yeah.
I like this car. The all-wheel drive is really nice. I drove a new one with all-wheel drive, and I liked it. You can definitely feel a difference, but for a good on gas, 4 seats, good looking, you know, for being an 06, it's 10 years old.
Yeah.
You know, but it doesn't look it. It sounded. Doesn't that sound weird?
Yeah, it sounded like a mouse or something.
It sounded like.
Sounded like this guy.
It's like shh.
Alright guys, we just wrapped up for the day. We're just kind of checking out our footage here, transferring some files over. This is my bedroom, by the way. You guys see my room in some of my videos, but just some random stuff. Star Wars, Legos. We got the Millennium Falcon. We got this guy. We got Pikachu on the wall up here. Yeah, I was just giving him some editing tips. Obviously, this is my setup here. Here's a little preview of the video that I'm working on of his car, which will be out shortly, hopefully, if I don't take too long on this like I usually do. So yeah, look for that one pretty soon. He's got to go all the way back to Ohio right now. It's like 3 or 4 hours away. Yeah. So he's gonna head out. So yeah, that concludes this episode. Look for some new videos this week, and I'll see you guys in the next one.